Welcome
But
back to another vid. This is my mistake. I never came up with an intro.
mm,
Like, I always just make it up on the spot. Me and
uh-huh,
Elliot here, we saw a film, if you can call it that.
that
We saw K through 12 at the start of the month. 10 days ago, actually. So,
yeah,
so
and we
we
paid for it.
we
Like,
paid real money to see a film that was released for free on YouTube because we didn't know,
yeah,
and I'm still bitter.
same.
But K through 12 is the new movie slash album from the artist Melanie Martinez. Her prior album Crybaby was pretty well received. What did you think of Crybaby?
Mhm. Well, I actually quite liked it overall. Like, I also quite liked this album, but like, there is a couple of duds.
Obviously, as you know,
Yeah,
but I have a bit different opinion. I was not big on
yeah,
Crybaby, and I'm even less big on K through 12. But what I find interesting is Crybaby was fairly well received. People really don't like this new album and the film that goes along with it. I mean, the film
mm.
has like a 6.8 on IMDb, which is very high, but it's clearly been spammed by Melanie Martinez fans. If you
Yeah,
actually look at like reviews of this stuff, people are not big on this.
uh-huh,
And we saw it on opening night because we figured at the very least it will be interesting, and it
uh-huh.
was. It's it's the reason I'm not doing like a typical. So I just saw K through 12 like style thing because there's so much to say about this.
Yeah,
It's um where do we begin? Because there's so much. What did you like about this movie?
mostly just the visuals. Like,
Yeah,
some of them were amazing.
this is a film that heavily relies on its visuals. I adore the production design for the most part. There's some really cool sets. There's some
Definitely.
there's some great costume work. I like the color palette at points, but like Melanie Martinez is clearly a visual artist, and the visuals, for the most part at least, because I wouldn't say the production design, the costume design, the color palette, I would not call them flawless. There are
Uh-huh.
definitely scenes where the film looks ugly or like the sets are kind of bad, but
Yeah,
Melanie Martinez's visuals are clearly the best part, and
definitely.
that's also my issue with the film
Mm.
because Melanie Martinez is prioritizing the visuals over everything else in my eyes. Because what else does the film get right? What else did you
Uh,
like? What else did you like?
I I like I did like some of the music, but other than that,
It's not
um,
best.
yeah,
Shall we start with the script
yes, let's
or what
go.
there is of a script?
Yeah,
This film, I keep calling it a film as if it is. It doesn't feel like a film. It's not cohesive enough to be a competent film.
yeah, it's
The
just like a compilation of music videos
It's a series
put
of music
together.
videos with a crappy interwoven story.
Yeah,
So the script for this movie, basically, Molly Martinez's Crybaby character in the Crybaby album was supposed to represent how young women are sexualized, no matter like their young age. And in this movie, she just has superpowers and is an alien goddess. She's basically just Neil Breen in I Am Here Now, if you've seen that.
I don't know.
Oh boy, Neil Breen's great. He's one of the best So Bad It's Good filmmakers. I'd highly recommend his movies.
Yes.
But Melanie Martinez in this movie, her character is just the main character in that film. Because in this movie, because the characters in this movie, they have superpowers that mean they can create and do anything they want, whenever they want, wherever they want. Like, there's some cases
Yeah.
where they're like, oh, our powers aren't working conveniently. But for the most part, It's just like, okay, I can do this. And they find themselves in situations where these powers would be really, really useful. Do they use those powers?
No.
There's. Shall we talk about the tampon scene?
Yeah,
Because
let's get
the
over
tampon
it.
scene's so stupid.
It is.
One of the characters starts their period, and they need a tampon, and they're like, "Oh no, where are we gonna get a tampon from?" And so they use their powers to open the tampon machine, and they're like, "Oh no, there's no tampons," so they steal another one. Um, if only they could. Oh, I don't know. If only they could magic up a tampon out of thin air. That would be really useful. If only they could do that. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. There's a scene where the doors are locked and characters are stuck dancing to it. Some awful Melanie Martinez music. And then the crybaby character turns off the music and tells the students to evacuate the building. They never unlock the doors. They're just
Oh yeah.
locked. Which I thought was kind of stupid. Because Melanie was too busy seducing the villain to unlock the doors.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a case of, oh, I guess the doors are unlocked. Or maybe the person who tried to open them was really weak. Do you remember the snake scene?
Oh.
The one where, like, they put a snake in Crybaby's bed?
Oh yeah, that was
That
great.
that definitely had an effect on the plot later on.
Oh yeah.
That was relevant to the movie. That scene is just pointless. It doesn't have any reason to exist. The same goes with every sequence with ghosts. Whenever there's like 2 scenes with ghosts for no reason, and the ghosts have no effect on the plot whatsoever. It bugged me so much.
Yeah.
The scene where they first see ghosts.
What even was that? Scary?
Yeah, it wasn't great. No. Most of it was so poor.
It was. I mean, the delivery didn't help. We can get onto the acting later.
Yeah.
The character rating. Fuck every
Meh.
character in this movie, man. I hated all of them. I already mentioned Crybaby is just the protagonist from I Am Here Now. But, like, they give her one scene where her character screws up. And it's like, oh, she went to the school dance instead of getting the principal's son out of his office. But her date to the school dance is the fucking principal's son. So would she not be under the implication that she's getting him out of the office?
Yeah.
That was dumb. Why was everyone so annoyed at her? She was like, oh, I screwed up the whole plan, I'm so sorry. Actually, what you did when it first happened, I thought that was part of the plan.
Yeah, same.
Like she says in her head, like, oh, keep your enemies close, I guess. That was, and then later on they're like, oh, you were just doing it to be selfish because you wanted to go to a dance. Like, fuck that. That was dumb. What did you think of the film's structure?
It was non-existent.
It doesn't really feel like it feels like it's ending the entire movie.
Yeah.
I think that's to do with the music video structure, actually, because, like,
Uh-huh.
the music videos, because they're Melanie Martinez videos, she wants them to have, like, some dramatic ending. So each ending is, like, the end of a film. But it's not developed enough. And, of course, like, halfway through the movie. Like, I think it's the scene at the drama club scene, specifically, after they sing drama club and they kill the principal. That exact moment, it felt like the film should have ended, but then it keeps going for like another hour. It's an hour and 36 minutes. It feels way too long. It's a very poorly structured movie. It's very repetitive, again, because of the music video structure. There's no tonal consistency in the film.
Uh-huh. It would just go from something stupid to something serious, and you're just like...
It clashed.
Okay. Yeah.
there are scenes where Melanie and her buddies are like, "Oh yay, K-12 is creepy. I love it for its creepiness." And then later they're just like, "Oh my god, it's so creepy. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's awful."
Like, yeah.
The,
To die.
the story of the film is just an excuse to have music videos. Some of the scenes only exist to show off Melanie's new songs. They don't actually add to the plot.
Yeah.
The nurse's office scene? What was the point in that?
Yeah, no point. But actually, that is a highlight of the film. I gotta say, I did quite. Yeah.
I'm glad
It's
you got
not-
more of it than I did.
Mm-hmm.
The show and tell scene is pointless.
Mm-hmm.
What else? God. The orange juice stuff is literally only there so Melanie Martinez can pretend to care about another issue.
Yeah.
It's just a music video compilation poorly strung together that probably would have worked better as just a music video compilation.
Definitely.
Shall we get into the acting? Cause it's bad.
Yeah.
There is not a single good performance in the entire film. There is one song I remember in Drama Club. Melanie Martinez proclaims she doesn't want to be an actress. I don't think anyone wanted her to be an actress based on her performance in this movie. It's bad.
Mm.
Like, in her music videos, like, in her actual music videos from Crybaby, like, she's able to, like, pretend to be crazy and stuff. She's clearly got some potential, but she's meant to act, like, emotional at points in this movie, and it just doesn't work. Were there any... Oh, wait, no, you say what you were gonna say, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that was really disappointing, the acting.
Are there any other performances you remember that, like, you have any thoughts on?
You know the love interest, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he had no lines. Like,
and the ones he delivered,
So-
he didn't do the best with.
So
Yeah.
you could tell that they knew he wasn't good at acting. So that kind of... What am I going on?
They gave him nothing to work with, and he still sucked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know if that theory is plausible, because if that was the case, then Emma Harvey, who plays Melanie Martinez's best friend, would have gotten no screen time. Holy shit. Her acting in this film is next level atrocious.
Yeah.
I did not buy a single line that came out of her mouth.
Nope.
Honestly, I'd go as far as to say her acting in this movie is one of the worst performances I've seen all year.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to say about the acting, it's just bad.
Uh-huh.
So, shall we talk about the music?
Let's go.
What songs in this film did you like?
I like Nurse's Office.
Take me give me that pink slip of permission.
That's a good one.
Why do you like it?
But because I like it. I don't really have much reasoning. Just
Fair one. Fair one. Do I have any? I'm gonna
just-
check. Do I have any notes on this office?
it just kind of vibes with me more. But I gotta say that, like the back and coffin and like the weird noises in the background of Nurse's Office did annoy me. And
Yeah. I have no notes on Nurse's Office, but I do remember having that feeling about it.
Yeah. So that is one of my favorites, I gotta say. But yeah. It's weird. Like, I can think of so many bad things to say, but
You just enjoy listening to it. It just clicks with you.
yeah, it's
Fair
just
one.
vibes and just like, okay.
So, would you call it a guilty pleasure, or
Yeah, I would say so.
give me another one? Let's see what else you like. I'm waiting to see if you say the one I liked.
Oh, the principal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to make you listen, but you won't. It's your way, right? Killing kids all day and night. Prescription pills and online fights.
The
That's a good
principal
one.
is. I'm just gonna say this now. The principal's the only song in the film I like.
Mm.
I really love the writing on that one. Melanie sounds at her best. It's well produced. My only issue, really, that does hold it back a fair bit, is it ends awfully.
Mm.
It just kind of cuts in the middle of a line, and I was like, okay, this song could go on for a little longer. Come on. I do like it, though.
Yeah.
And I have actually found myself listening to it a couple of times. It is easily the highlight of the entire movie for me.
Uh-huh.
It's the musical peak, and it's the third song. They have the best song so early on. Is it your favorite, or is Nurse's Office your favorite?
I gotta say that is my favorite.
What else? Wait, anything to add on about the principal?
Nah, I just really liked it.
Fair one. What other ones did you really like? Because from here on, I have notes on a few, so I might drag
Yeah.
a couple of your faves.
I like orange juice.
You turn oranges to orange juice, into there and spit it out of you.
That's another one I have no notes on.
I don't know. It's another one which just vibed with me, and I was like, yeah, I do like this. But
I just remember not caring for it.
yeah.
Mainly because of how the issue of eating disorders is treated in the film.
Mm.
I just couldn't vibe with that.
Definitely. But I actually quite liked the chorus of it.
I remember like the start of the song, and that's it. I remember the visuals. I remember Melanie Martinez like fucking oranges and stuff, but like, and then they open someone's brain, and they take the orange out, and I don't remember what the fuck they put in. But and then
I actually really liked that.
Melanie gives the girl her eyeballs.
That was weird. I did not understand.
It's like, oh, you can see through a better perspective now, but like you're taking the worst perspective. So is Melanie not gonna have issues now? Nope, I guess not. What else did you like?
Wheels on the Bus.
No one's watching us. Don't give a fuck. Wheels on the bus.
You're going for all the ones I have no notes on. The thing is, I do actually have stuff to say about Wheels on the Bus, so. But I'll let you speak first. Why did you like Wheels on the Bus?
Well, I quite like the progression of it and like the tone.
Fair one.
And yeah, I also quite liked that it played on the actual nursery rhyme as well.
With the like quacks in the production.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that.
Oh.
That pissed me off. I will give Wheels on the Bus this. It is one of Melanie's best vocal performances on the album, but the lyrics are fucking bad. Where they're talking about, because it's canon with the film, it ruins it. There's no metaphors, so you have the scene in the film where the two first graders are fingering each other, and so with the song, it's just like, oh, you're gonna sing about children fingering each other, yay! How old are first graders? Hold on, I'm gonna Google this. How old are first graders? I'm literally googling this.
Oh my god.
5 to 6 years old.
What?
So Melanie Martinez sang about and showed in her film 5-year-olds fingering each other. Cause that's okay.
Okay.
I feel like I've just ruined Wheels on the Bus for you. What else did you like? What else can I butcher for your mind?
Okay. Let's see. Detention.
I have more notes on the choreography for Detention than the song itself. I just remember the song being boring. Why do you like Detention? Do you like Detention because you're a naughty boy?
Oh yeah. But, no. I don't know. Like,
it just vibes?
Yeah. Oh,
What?
did you hear that?
I heard something.
Yeah, I accidentally just played it.
Oh, don't play it. We'll get a
Well,
copyright strike. Or
I
maybe like
know.
the
Yeah.
I don't know. Any other
But,
ones? Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Finish your sentence.
for Detention Acts, I quite like the production on it.
It is probably one of the better produced in terms of like
Yeah.
audio quality. No, like
Yeah.
it's one of the better sounding, but I also am
Uh-huh.
just bored. It's like it's passable, but I don't care. It's no the principal.
Uh-huh.
It's no Mad Hatter. It's like one thing I just want to say now. Crybaby is a much better produced album overall.
Yeah.
Like there are songs in the album that are fantastic. Mad Hatter, Pity Party especially as well. Like
Yeah.
some of that album really fucking holds up. I don't think this album's gonna hold up.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Continue. Any others you want to talk about that you liked, or
The others are more in the middle, but sh-
there are a couple
should
I
I say
know.
should I say the ones which I don't like?
Yes, because I definitely have some notes on specific ones. I know for
Yeah.
a definite. I think we share the least favorite song.
Teacher's Pet.
Teacher's pet. If I'm so special, why am I secret?
Oh, is that your least favorite?
That's not my least
Oh,
favorite.
right, okay, let's talk about
That's
Teacher's Pet.
definitely in the mix.
I don't
But,
like that one. I remember nothing about it, but that seems to be the one people hate the most.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
That and
it's
Drama
not.
Club are the ones everyone hates.
Yeah, definitely. Then also Show and Tell.
Show and tell. I'm on display for all you fuckers to see.
Yep,
That,
I knew we were gonna get here.
yeah.
Show and tell. Oh boy, I didn't prepare notes, but I could speak about it for hours.
Yeah, just no.
It's
It's
a
not
terribly
good.
produced song for a start. Like
Mhm.
it sounds awful. Melanie sounds awful, and then you have the lyrics. It's
Mhm.
so it for a start. It's like harsh words. If you don't get a pick with me, like you're just insulting your fans.
Yeah.
You
gotta
beg and
say
cry
that-
for more, and yet I'm on the floor. Shut up.
But the only thing like kinda passable about it for me is the chorus. Like it was okay.
Oh, it's definitely catchy, but
Yeah.
that makes me hate it because it's been stuck in my head, and I hate that about it. That Lunchbox Friends and the Principal have been stuck in my head, and I'm only happy about one of those.
Yeah.
Why can't you fucking hear me? It sounded like a Shane Dawson parody at one point. Like at that point in the bridge, where she's like, "Are you listening yet? Why can't you fucking hear me?" It was so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Show and tell. She sounds like shit. It's honestly one of my least favorite songs of the
Yeah.
year. Like if I were to
Mhm.
say my absolute least favorites of the year, my top 5 Show and Tell is number 5. Fuck I'm Lonely by Alvin Amory is number 4.
Yeah. No, I don't like it.
Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi is my number 3.
Uh,
Catitude by Miley Cyrus and RuPaul's number 2. I think you've heard that.
yeah, that was painful.
And can you believe it's not number 1?
Well,
Number 1's Skinny Legend by Rose Mulay.
oh no.
Oh boy, Rose Mulay,
Mm.
terrible person, terrible musician.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, Show and Tell, when I do a worst list for 2019, it will definitely be in the honorable mentions. Because it won't be eligible,
Yeah.
but like, it's fucking terrible.
Yep.
What other ones did you not like?
Let me see. Yeah, it's just.
It's just Teacher's Pet and Show and Tell?
And Drama Club.
I never signed up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama club.
Hey,
It
yeah.
the writing's so obnoxious, the entire song,
Mhm.
and it sounds like shit. What else can I
Yeah.
say? What can I say except fuck that song? I thought you didn't like Strawberry Shortcake either.
It's my fault, 'cause I put icing on top. Now the boys wanna taste of the strawberry shortcake.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
remember you saying you
But-
didn't like it.
Yeah, I really don't like it.
It fails to get the theme it's going for, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
It's got a terrible melody, the production's a mess, and the lyrics are so ineffective. And there's also this horrible irony in Melanie Martinez singing about sexual assault.
Yep.
It's kind of between that and the amount of scenes in this film that sexualize children. It's just like, oh come on. Whether or not she did what she did, she's easily one of the most like disgusting musicians working today. But yeah, Drama Club's widely regarded as one of the worst, and I agree, it is up there for
Uh-huh.
one of the worst. Although I think Show and Tell takes the cake. I have a few
Definitely.
notes on some that you didn't mention.
Let's go. Yeah.
Class fight.
Mommy, why do I feel sad? Should I give him away or feel this bad? No, 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 don't you choke. Daddy John didn't go for the throat.
Meh.
I fucking hate how it sounds. The vocal chopping is so annoying. The production's a mess. We already talked about Drama Club, we already talked about Strawberry Shortcake. I'm surprised you didn't mention Lunchbox Friends. Where
I gotta say, it's kind of forgettable.
I can remember it very clearly for some reason. I hate the lyrics so much. And then you have the instrumentation, and of course the pitch shift chorus, because we needed more of those. It's just off. This next one's gonna be an unpopular opinion, I feel, but I really
Okay.
don't like High School Sweethearts.
High school sweethearts, light up. They're trying to waste my time. High school sweethearts, shut up if you're not my type.
Okay. That's a middle song for me. Like, I don't
Fair
love
one.
it, but I don't hate it.
Production, I'm not gonna say this about many songs on the album. High School Sweethearts sounds very cheap. It doesn't sound like much effort was put into it. It sounds like they just did it at the end with like little budget left. And I hate the writing so much. The final one I have notes on is Recess, which I remember nothing about, but apparently I had notes on.
People gonna say, if you need a break, someone will take your place.
Can you remember how Recess sounds? Because I can't.
No, not all.
I literally have the note. Recess sounds annoying. From the production to Melanie herself. That's all I wrote.
Yeah.
Apparently I really wanted to talk about Recess.
Oh yeah.
Oh well. Do you have anything else to say about the music?
No. Just
Shall
kinda meh.
we talk about the musical sequences then? The choreography?
Oh, yes.
Because it's honestly one of the most disappointing aspects of the film in my opinion. The choreography was such a letdown.
Yeah.
The principal's choreography was boring as hell. Wheels on the Bus's choreography was so fucking lame. Where they're just on the bus and you're just like doing the thing with their hands, like, ah, isn't this cool?
Yeah.
We can move our hands with bad lighting. That pissed me off. Like, there was so many continuity errors in that. Like, oh, it's completely different lighting. People are in completely different seats. For some reason, it's all girls now. Like, no one else is doing the choreography. If I remember correctly, it's just like all the girls. No, actually, no. I think there are some guys. I think that was something they got right. But The continuity is just a mess in that scene. But the one I really want to talk about for this was detention. And I think you know
Yeah.
why.
Uh-huh.
The characters are first graders, and that choreography is trying to make a point about the sexualization of women, but it just forgot that all of the characters are first graders. So they have these first grader characters doing all these like sexual suggestive movements. And honestly, the fact that they're played by 20 somethings is making it worse in my eyes.
Yeah.
It's so creepy. Add on the scene where the 5-year-olds finger each other. The musical score in the film was so bad. Jesus Christ. The scene where she finds the spider in her cereal, and like they're trying to have this relaxing music, but then the piano just spikes on top of it.
Don't scare me like that.
Like they just layered it.
Uh-huh.
It sounded so bad. Jesus. And then of course you have the school dance scene, where I think I almost lost my mind because of the song playing. Do you remember what it was?
I actually can't remember what it was, but
It was that one
I
Tiny
remember.
Tim song.
Yeah. Like, why did they choose that?
Is it meant to be creepy? I almost burst out laughing. No shade to the song, I like it, but it was so out of place, I almost lost I felt like I was losing my mind. Unfortunately though, despite the script already failing at like the things it should have gotten right, the script, the acting, and the music, it still fails in so many other areas.
Yeah.
And now I want to talk about the CGI cereal. They couldn't get real cereal. They had to have it be CGI.
Yep.
They had the budget. They had the budget for so many costumes. They had the budget for so many fucking things. They couldn't get someone to lay out some cereal to spell out some words. And they couldn't even they didn't even have the budget to make it look good.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ, some of the CGI in the film. The film has no production value at points, to be honest. Like, the sets look very, like, money. Like, there's clearly a lot of money behind the sets and costumes. But then you have the bus crash scene where it just cuts to black instead of actually showing anything.
Yeah.
I guess to try and find a way to show like it wouldn't even be that hard. The bus didn't take any damage.
Uh-huh.
So like, why didn't you just see? At the very least, they could have CGI'd it. It would have looked bad, but at least they would have tried.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they just ran out of money. There's so many stock sound effects in this movie. Actually, at the start of the nurse's office sequence, when they get there, there's some stock sound effects, and I almost burst out laughing.
Uh-huh.
I have more notes on the show and tell sequence, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I've got notes about the choreography now. Just in the middle. Oh wait, no, it's about the continuity. So Melanie's dancing is so different from the doll's dancing that it's just painfully distracting. Did you have that issue as well, or?
Yeah, I did.
Because like, there's no continuity. Like Melanie's meant to be the doll, but like the doll has strings on all of its limbs, and Melanie only has strings on her hands. There's completely different backgrounds in the shots of the doll and the shots of Melanie, and the choreography is not the same. Like, they couldn't have gotten an actual, like, marionette? No, they did get a marionette, but, like, they couldn't have gotten someone who, like, knew what they were doing with one.
Yeah.
It was so distracting, oh my god. There is some good cinematography at points. There's some nice shots at points. But Jesus Christ, the film as a whole is not very well shot. Do you remember the end, how the teacher's pet section ends? The shot at the end, where she splits the guy's throat from like a mile away.
That makes no sense.
Awful. Why would you do a
Uh-huh.
perspective shot if you can't get the actor close enough?
Yeah.
To go back to the script for a minute, the themes of this movie are so poorly handled.
Uh-huh.
And this is actually, like, when we discussed Life is Strange, because something I want to note now, I don't like Life is Strange, Elliot loves it. We've had a lot of discussions on it. But the thing is, like, what I'm about to describe is also one of my issues with Life is Strange. I don't disagree with the points this film tries to make, but it's presented fucking terribly.
Yeah.
There's a scene where a transgender teacher gets fired for asking her coworkers to use her correct pronouns, and it just sort of happens, and then the principal plays, and that's that. It's never returned to. We've never seen the character before this scene. We never see them after this scene. It's just there. It feels like they threw it in at the last minute, which makes it feel like they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And they do that with all the themes. To go back to the orange juice sequence, the character who has an eating disorder only really has the disorder, so Melanie can sing a song about eating disorders and be like, "Ooh, here's my alien goddess wisdom. Now you don't have an eating disorder anymore. Hip hip hooray!"
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Melanie cares about these issues. It feels like she's trying to use them to stroke her ego and be like, "Look how good I am."
Uh-huh.
And maybe if the film didn't hide behind this awful crybaby gimmick, it could actually use its themes effectively. But, of course it doesn't. Like, even the last album, which was literally called Crybaby, had songs that were not from the perspective of Crybaby.
Uh-huh.
But this one, everything's gotta be canon to the film. I mean, that last album also at the very least had listenable music.
Uh-huh.
Like, I like Mad Hatter, I like Pity Party, and yeah, sure. Soap, Pacifier, Sippy Cup, Alphabet Boy, Tag Your It, and so many others from the album, they're painful, annoying, poorly written, shitty songs. Fuck all of those. But Crybaby is overall a 4 out of 10 album, in my opinion. But at least it had some gems along the way. At least it showed, like, promise for Melanie. And K-12 has none of that, in my opinion. K-12 has nothing that Crybaby did right, but it also has all the problems Crybaby had. Except it's far worse and is packaged with a crappy movie. All in all, Melanie and crew clearly cared about like the production design, costume design, color palette. And we got one good song, or for you we got multiple, for me we got one.
Yeah.
But am I the only one who feels like this is a missed opportunity?
Actually, I would agree.
Great visuals can only get filmed so far. And this film did not have the script it needed, the performances it needed, the music it needed in my eyes. And even with the film it did, even with everything it got right, there's only so much credit I can give. I mean, I'd love to see something like this from Billie Eilish. Like, holy shit.
Yes.
I would love that.
That needs to happen.
Yes, definitely. She has both great writing and great visuals. But at the same time, this film, like, it's worth it to open up that opportunity, but was it worth it as a whole? I don't really think so.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
bad.
would agree.
I almost wanna recommend it so we can get more things like it. But I think it's so bad that I can't suggest watching it in good conscience. Because both the film and the soundtrack in my eyes are not worth seeking out. I'll never watch the film again, and I'll never listen to the album again.
I just think it was like a huge letdown, and I went into it thinking it would be something more, but wasn't, and yeah, just disappointed.
Okay, what are your scores for K-12, the film?
It was weird. At first, I had put it at a 6, then it kind of grew on me, but with all the points we've made and like everything, I'm putting it at a 7. Yeah.
That's shockingly high.
I can still see the positives more than the negative for me, personally.
I'm giving K-12 the movie a 2 out of 10. Because there's next to no positives.
Yeah! Like, if you can go into it not expecting much and not taking it seriously, then you can get enjoyment out of it. Well,
You say that, but I did exactly that, and I was bored and annoyed.
yeah, so I guess it just depends on.
If you like Melanie Martinez, you'll like this film.
Yeah, and like,
I don't like her though.
yeah. Or if you have no clue who she is, then there's a chance of
I don't
you
know.
I've
If you don't
like
know who she
it
is,
could
you
go
won't.
either way.
If you don't know who Melanie Martinez is, then you won't watch the film in the first place. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You got a score for the album?
I think I put it at an 8. Yeah.
That's much higher than what I gave it.
Yeah, I can tell.
I gave K through 12 the album a 1 out of 10.
Called it.
Because, I mean, what?
Yeah.
That's it. Just what?
Just what?
What was this movie? I keep calling it a movie. It's barely a film.
Uh-huh.
It's not cohesive enough to be called a movie. That's too high a compliment for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our thoughts on this thing.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
What did you think of K through 12? Did you sit through the whole thing? Did you pay for that bullshit like we fucking did? Let us know in the comment section below.
Yes.
Thank you, Elliot, for joining me on this magical journey.
Uh-huh.
Your channel will
Yeah.
be linked in the description. You should all subscribe to him. He
Whoop,
makes
whoop.
epic Fortnite content on a regular basis. No, he doesn't. In all seriousness, he doesn't do Fortnite, but he is pretty entertaining. I would recommend his channel.
Hey, why thank you.
And I cannot wait for you to review the Peppa Pig album.
Oh my god.
When
That
did you
won't
say you
be
were doing that
happening.
again?
No,
That was your
I'm
Christmas.
not doing
You
that.
said that was your Christmas episode.
No. No.
If you get 100 subscribers, you have to do a Peppa Pig episode. If you get 100 subscribers before me, you have to do a Peppa Pig episode.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you
It's
saying that 'cause you
online.
think it won't happen? Because I just bought you.
No. But actually, if that does happen, I will do it.
If you get 100 subscribers before me, you will do a video on the Peppa Pig album.
Yeah.
You heard that, guys? Go subscribe
go.
to Ells so we can get him to do a Pep. What would you do if, like, right after this goes up, you just instantly have 100?
I would be shook, and I guess I would.
Hold on, should I tweet out that everyone needs to go subscribe to you so you can tweet, so you can, like...
Oh no.
I'm making this, I'm fighting the good fight today.
Okay. Okay.
A second, I'll tag you, don't worry. Oh yeah, follow us all on Twitter, because Twitter...
Yes. Twitter.
Just a second, I'm tweeting it. You'll get the tag
Yes.
notification.
Uh-huh. Actually, it's weird. My Twitter doesn't give me notifications. Even when I've set it as give me notifications, it doesn't do it. And I'm just like, That
That is pretty weird.
It
Okay.
is.
You have been tagged.
Okie dokie. Yep, and no notification.
Thank you all for joining us on this magical experience with this thing.
Yes.
Shall we end this here?
Yes.
That's the end of this
Goodbye.
video. Oh, is that your outro? What's your outro?
No.
Do you have an outro yet?
I don't have one. I just went goodbye. But nah, I'm not doing that.
Shall I do my
I
outro
don't
first?
know.
And then you can figure something out.
Yes.
I'll give you time to think of something. That's the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe. I'm bad at outros, and see you wherever I do next.
Au revoir.